morning everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Bank Holiday Monday, the 4th of May 2026. I'm currently still in Charleroi in Belgium, and today we are making tracks back to the UK, but before we head home from Manchester Airport, we are making a bit of a pit stop in Lancashire and at the Wham Stadium, the home of Accrington Stanley.
Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly.
Where it is the North West Counties League Cup final between AFC Liverpool and West Didsbury and Chorlton. So we're looking forward to this one, another Football League ground off the list, albeit maybe a little bit of an unorthodox way to get it, but nevertheless, let's get into this and let's head on over to, well, firstly back to the UK and then up to Accrington. Here we are then, a new one off the list. So I'm in Accrington and just currently in the clubhouse at the Wham Stadium. Unfortunately it's not called Club Tropicana, and even more unfortunately drinks are not free, but nevertheless still a nice facility. And going into this North West Counties League Cup final, West Didsbury and Chorlton finished in 9th place in the North West Counties Premier Division table, while AFC Liverpool finished in 11th place. So mid-table finishes for both sides, but a bit of silverware on offer to round off the season. And I guess it's quite interesting today, actually, isn't it, really, because on the back of that Droylsden playoff final the other day, where it was a bit of a Manx versus Scousers kind of thing today, will we see similar today, the West Didsbury and Chorlton being a Manchester-based side? There's a lot of their fans on my train on the way up here. The AFC Liverpool, where they're located, is pretty self-explanatory, and I've heard maybe one or two things that West Didsbury are maybe seen as a bit of a northern version of Dulwich Hamlet. Incidentally, AFC Liverpool is a pretty similar concept to FC United of Manchester. The A in AFC Liverpool doesn't stand for association, it actually stands for affordable. I think they were founded on the basis of Liverpool fans just being a little bit fed up of being priced out at Anfield, but it's another cup final, it's another Football League round off the list. Did think about coming here at the back end of January, I think, on one of the weekends when Gateshead weren't playing because of the FA Trophy, but in the end I went with Barnsley. But it's all kind of worked out in the end, really, hasn't it? Because I got Oakwell ticked off this season, I've still ended up getting Accrington ticked off this season anyway, so all's well ends well in that respect. But hoping for a decent game today. It's the start of a fair few big games on the channel this week. We've got another cup final coming your way tomorrow night, then a massive playoff final coming up on Saturday, so it's certainly all happening. But for now I'm just going to enjoy the Jack and Coke, then we'll head into the Wham Stadium and find out how it all unfolds. So the teams are warming up. AFC Liverpool getting ready in the distance. They're going to be in all red this afternoon, and West Didsbury getting ready right in front of us. I think that they usually play in white shirts and black shorts normally. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out when the players are coming out of the tunnel and ready to start the match.
Here come your teams, ladies and gentlemen. AFC Liverpool, West Didsbury, Chorlton, the Macron Cup final.
cracking turnout, it has to be said. Half-time, AFC Liverpool 0, West Didsbury and Chorlton 0, kind of cancelling each other out a little bit. I'd say the West have had the majority of the play, but two very, very good chances, it has to be said, for AFC Liverpool in the first half, and I think for a spell, maybe about 20 minutes in, they started to get on top a little bit, but yeah, as we said, it's just lacking a bit of cutting edge this game, but plenty of attacking intent both ways. Like West seem a bit more patient with the build-up play. Liverpool look to like maybe catch them on the break a little bit. So hopefully there'll be a goal in the second half, and the game won't go to extra time, because I would prefer to get home at a reasonable hour.
Fielding at 70. And now he's scoring own goals on national television.
Ten out of 10 for the knee slide.
I know, thank God.
fairness, the goal celebrations are on point. Looks a bit soft, that leg. It's a good ball. Game on.
Substitution put on number 8 is Browning to be replaced by number 14. Could prove to be a big save, that. Yeah, that's just about sealed it. Goal for AFC Wham, number 7, Caleb Jones.
Five minutes of added time.
The
5
referee has
minutes.
added a minimum of 5 added minutes.
AFC and Liverpool in no rush here, and I don't really blame them.
Sometime in the Wham and your Macron Cup champions are AFC Liverpool. To
not going to have time for this presentation. I just want to make sure I can get on the train and get myself away home.
I love you, you'll never know. When the daylight comes, you feel so.
Full-time AFC Liverpool 3, West Didsbury and Chorlton 1. Decent second half for the neutral, that one. Plenty of chances for both sides, plenty of good chances at that, but congratulations to AFC Liverpool. I think throughout the course of the game they just looked that bit more composed, I'd say. Like West certainly had the chances. I mean, once they got it back to 2-1, the tails were right up. They forced a quite simply ridiculous save from the goalkeeper in the first instance. Then there was another one where it was cleared off the line. If either of those go in, then it becomes a different game altogether, and like there'd possibly even be a chance that I wouldn't even be on this train, because if it had been level after 90 minutes, it would have gone to extra time. I mean, luckily my train ticket was an open one, so I could have got a later one anyway, but on a personal level, sort of glad that it didn't go to extra time, because I do want to get home at a reasonable hour, because I am feeling a little bit jaded on the back of this weekend. Obviously going to Chorlton on Saturday, then to Belgium, then back again and watching a game at Accrington, so could do with a good night's sleep in my own bed tonight. So yeah, glad to be getting home an hour earlier than at least an hour earlier anyway than what I could have been. But you know what, that was a good experience and a good advert for non-league football. Another excellent turnout, just like it was on Saturday. It does seem as though non-league football is definitely on the up, and not least in the northwest region. I know you might get one or two smart asses come out and say, "Oh, well, where will half of those people be on a cold, wet Tuesday night?" You love the non-league's got to start somewhere. So yeah, why not? And no doubt there'll be people maybe coming along to non-league games for the first time in a minute. Yes, I know it's a lot of cup finals, playoff finals, what have you, but some people might enjoy it that much, and it'll be back in July when pre-season starts. You know what I mean? So there's never a bad time for non-league football clubs to play in front of a good crowd. Yeah, and you know what? It might just be the case that I end up visiting West Didsbury one day. So it seems a pretty unique club, to say the least. There's some pretty interesting chants, I've got to say. One to the tune of Pulp's Disco 2000. There's a couple other songs that I've certainly not heard from, that certainly aren't generic, and that I've heard from many other fan bases. So fair play to him. It was an interesting experience being in amongst them today. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back tomorrow with the Northumberland Senior Cup final at St James's Park between Heaton Stannington and Whitley Bay. So can the Stan retain the Northumberland Senior Cup, or can Whitley Bay put last week's playoff heartache behind them and end the season on a high? Check back tomorrow to find out, but until then, take care. Cheers for watching. See you later.